What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Bitcoin Buddha. Hope you guys are doing well. As you can see, on Sunday, June 10th, right now is Monday, very early morning, June 11th, but Sunday, June 10th, we've seen a big bloodbath, man. The market, literally $30 billion was wiped out of the market within an hour. Apparently, it was based on this news that this exchange CoinRail, which is based in South Korea, was hacked, which I'm not buying it. And the reason why I'm saying it, so apparently, possibly $40 billion in cryptos was stolen, possibly. But here's the thing, man. If you go to CoinRail, they did it hasn't been updated in 34 hours, but they did 2.4 million in volume. So I don't buy that this exchange that barely does any volume in the crypto market was responsible for a big panic sell-off to where $30 billion was wiped out of the market. I don't buy it. As I've said in multiple videos before, this market's manipulated, man. This market is manipulated by exchanges, by whales, by institutions now, by miners. Oh, I can't really say miners. I can't say that for sure. I don't want to say something that I haven't fact checked, but I'm almost certain it's manipulated by many different angles. So with that being said, I don't buy into this news about this South Korean exchange CoinRail being the reason or being the newest FUD that caused for this big sell-off that really happened on Pacific Standard Time, happened at 10 a.m. this morning. If we go on the hourly chart, you'll see a huge red candle that, let me do this real quick, man. Sorry, guys. Right here. So you'll see at 10 a.m., right here, look at that big drop from 7,200 all the way down to 6,700. And the rest of the market follows, because the rest of the market, for the most part, is pegged to Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin is a mothership. No matter what you think about Bitcoin, it is the mothership. It is the brand of the cryptocurrency market. Whatever happens to Bitcoin is going to pull the rest of the market with it, right? So I'm not buying into this news, is what I'm getting at. And what I would say is really be careful. Again, I know I may be more of, I don't want to say I'm negative. I try to be more of a realist. I don't like the over optimism by a lot of, and I'm not here to bash other YouTubers, but I'm here to just help you just really just do your own research, man, and don't listen to YouTubers, including myself. I mean, sure, listen, like, see what news, what information you can get that'll help you in terms of becoming a better critical thinker in this market, but don't just believe what anyone says. Do your own research. None of this I'm giving you is financial advice. I am not legally allowed to give anyone financial advice, and quite frankly, I wouldn't do it. I'm just sharing my opinions and my thoughts on how I'm, viewing this situation, or this drop off in the market today. My opinion, this news is bullshit. I don't think this exchange that did $2.3 million, not billion, $1 million in volume the other day is responsible for a $30 billion sell-off. It's a crock of shit, in my opinion. I think there's just a big sell-off by whales. I think there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you're not going to hear about in social media very much, or in some of these articles on CoinDesk or Cointelegraph, because, again, know the game you're in. This market's very manipulated. You got to understand this is a very volatile market. Does that mean that I don't think this market is going to be in the trillions in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years? No, I really do believe that. I'm actually very bullish on the market long term. But in the intermediate, I think it is a very, I think we're going to be in a bearish market for quite some time. Quite some time could be a couple months, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. I have no idea. And anyone who tells you that they know for sure, run away from them, because no one has a crystal ball. No one can predict this. Even the best expert traders in the world are having a tough time with technical analysis. I think the guy that's the closest to giving the most accurate TA would be Tone Vays, in my opinion. Outside of him, a lot of these guys, in my opinion, are very overly optimistic. And in my opinion, they're full of shit, and they're just trying to sell you on a trading program. So you can spend a couple $100 a month on trade calls that are nonsense, right? So They'll be wrong 80% of the time, and then they'll get one or two calls right, and then they will praise those good calls all day long and just totally disregard all the misses. So with that being said, you got to really just be careful who you listen to, who you pay attention to. I was seeing a lot of these traders on YouTube talking about we're going to see a bull run in June. Honestly, I don't think so. So I drew, sorry, a trend line here. Let me just go back on the daily chart and let me fix this up for us real quick. But I drew a trend line, and again, disclaimer: I'm not an expert chartist. I don't claim to be. It's not my strong suit. Okay, so indicators I'm using are from Tone Vase. I'm using a Stotch RSI and a MACD. But you can see we've had three bottoms over the past several months since February. Um, each bottom has been a little bit higher than the previous, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're not going to break down this trend line. There's a very good chance we could break this trend line or the support line and drop down to 5,000. I'm not here to spread FUD. I'm not here to spread negativity. What I'm trying to get you to understand is take into consideration all possibilities. We could bounce off of here and shoot straight up to 10,000. Who knows, right? Or we can break this resistance line and drop down to 5,000. We don't know, but you got to consider that. The reason why I'm bringing up these possibilities, because there's a lot of other guys on YouTube, on social media, who are traders, who are expert or quote unquote expert traders, but they're totally overly optimistic and not taking into consideration that we could break this trend line. And I think that's irresponsible. I think you should be informed that, hey, there's multiple possibilities here, and you need to be emotionally prepared for that. So I'm not here to tell you what to do. Again, I can't give you financial advice. What I can tell you is that just really pay attention to your own emotions. Don't make any irrational decisions, is what I'm saying. Now, whether that means you should hodl, hold, you should sell, I can't tell you that. No one can. Do your own research, do your own homework, and take inventory of yourself and your emotions. Don't make irrational decisions. But consider that we could drop further, okay, or we could bounce from here. Nobody really knows, but in the long term, I think, and I believe, I truly am bullish on the market long term, and I think we're going to be in the next 2 to 3 years. I think we're going to eclipse the $1 trillion mark. Are we going to hit 25,000, $50,000 Bitcoin this year? No idea. No one knows. And then if anyone is telling you we're going to for sure, you really need to do your homework on who you're listening to, because no one has a crystal ball. Remember, guys, people on YouTube, people on social media who are claiming to be experts in this space are trying to sell you something, man. At the end of the day, they want to sell you something. If they were doing so fucking well, they wouldn't be on social media trying to sell you something. You get what I'm saying? So my agenda here is just to share with you how I view this market. And half the time it's kind of negative. I'm not negative about the technology. I'm really bullish on it. But in terms of I'm very aware of the manipulation. I'm very aware of the bullshit that is being spit out in the media, on TV, and online through a lot of quote unquote influencers who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Forgive me for my language, but sometimes it really pisses me off, just the stuff that I hear. And then I'm in multiple Telegram chats. I run my own Telegram chat, and I hear people just kind of romanticizing with the speculation as opposed to really really implementing real solid strategies to protect themselves. I don't hear those conversations. I just hear pie in the sky, hopeful fanatics. That's all I see in this space. Is very few actual realists and people who really know what they're talking about. And the ones who know what they're talking about, you got to go to the events and meet these people. And don't get me wrong, there's some really good people on YouTube and influencers who know what they're talking about. I'm just saying, just take inventory. Pay attention to who you're listening to. Pay attention to who you're taking advice from. Other than that, guys, leave a comment below, especially if you're an expert trader. Let me know what you think. Let me know where you see the market headed in the coming weeks, in the coming days, or in the coming months. I believe we're going to be in a bearish territory for a couple months at least. That's just my opinion. I could totally be wrong. I hope I'm sincerely wrong. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let's engage. Let's have a conversation. Leave a comment below. Click the like button so other people can find this our video as well in the YouTube algorithm, search algorithm that is. Make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button below. Click the bell button next to the subscribe button. So whenever we upload a new video, you'll be notified right away of any new content we publish on the Bitcoin Buddha YouTube channel. And other than that, guys, hope you guys are doing well. Just hold on for dear life, Hodl that is. And that's it, man. Just hold on and don't make irrational decisions based on fear. And just don't panic is what I'm saying. Again, I'm bullish on this market long term. Just hold on, man. It's a ride. It's a very volatile ride, and hopefully you can stomach it. Other than that, talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.